Good evening, students. So for today, we're going to solve the post-evaluation from the previous video. So let's start to solve. Number 1, that is x times x minus 10 equals negative 21. So first, we have to solve this by distributive property. X times x, that is x squared. X times negative 10, that is negative 10x. And we're simply going to transpose this 21. So plus 21 equals 0. And by factoring, we have the factors x minus 7 times x minus 3 equals 0. So we have the roots x equals 7 and x equals 3. How about number 2? For our number 2, our given is 3s times s minus 3 equals negative 21. So by distributive property again, 3s times s is 3s squared. 3s times negative 3 is negative 9s. Then transpose our 21. This becomes positive 21 equals 0. We're going to notice 3, 9, and 21 are all divisible by 3. So to simplify this further, we can divide the whole equation by 3. If and only if all our terms are divisible by a certain number. So 3 divided by 3, so you're going to have s squared negative 9 by 3 is negative 3s, and 21 divided by 3 is positive 7 equals 0. That we are going to notice, we have s squared minus 3s plus 7 equals 0. So there is no more possible solution for this one unless we are going to use quadratic formula. So the value of a here is 1, the value of b is negative 3, and the value of c is 7. So by using our quadratic formula, negative b plus and minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. We have the solution. Our b is 3, negative of negative 3, plus and minus the square root of our b is negative 3, minus 4 times, wait, let's erase that one so that we can show the solution well. Let's write it here. So negative of negative 3 plus and minus the square root of our b squared is negative 3, or our b is b, 4, then a is 1, now our c is 7, all over 2 times 1. So we're going to have negative times negative, the positive 3, plus and minus the square root of 3 times 3 is 9, 4 times 7 is 28, all over 2 times 1 is 2, equals 3, plus and minus the square root of 9 minus 28 is negative 19, all over 2. So this means that the root for this example is not real. Let's have the third example. X plus 1 squared plus x minus 3 squared equals 16. So let's have the roots first, or we have first to get the square of binomial. X times x, that is x squared. 1 times 1, that is positive 1. 1 times x, that is x times 2, that will be positive 2x, plus x times x, that is also x squared. 3 times 3, that is positive 9. 3 times x will be 3x times 2, that is negative 6x, equals 16. By combining the like terms, x squared plus x squared, that is 2x squared. 2x minus 6x, that is negative 4x. Then 1 plus 9 is positive 10. And we are simply going to transpose here negative 16. And our final standard form will be 2x squared minus 4x, then 10 minus 16 is negative 6 equals 0. Equals 0. Okay, so this is our standard form, but we can notice that both or all our terms are divisible by 2. So to simplify this further, so divide this by 2. We're going to have x squared minus 2x minus 3 equals 0. By factoring, we can factor that as x minus 3 times x plus 1 equals 0. So by 0 product, x minus 3 equals 0 and x plus 1 equals 0. So our two roots are 3 and negative 1. For our fourth example, we have 1 over 3x equals I plus 4x over 6 equals 1. First, we have to get the LCM. So the LCM for 3 and 6, that is 6. Then we have x. So we multiply the whole equation by 6x. So it's by 1 by 1. 1 1 over 3x times our LCM, which is 6x, plus LCM 6x times your 4x over 6 equals 1. Our LCM is 6x. So we cancel here our x. Then 6 divided by 3 is 2 times 1, that is 2, plus we cancel here our, no, not the x, 1, we cancel the 6, then x times 4x, that is 4x squared, equals 6x times 1, that is 6x, and we're just going to simply transpose that to the other side. So 4x squared minus 6x minus 2 equals 0. So if you're going to notice, so this is already our standard form. So to solve this one, 4, 6, and 2, divide muna natin by 2. So our standard form is 2x squared minus 3x minus 1 equals 0. So let's use our quadratic formula to solve this. Let's just first erase this one to have space. So we have x equals negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So all the values of your a, b, and c there as a equals 2, b equals negative 3, and c equals negative 1. So we're going to have negative of negative 3 plus and minus the square root of negative 3 squared minus 4 times 2 times negative 1 all over 2 times the value of a is 2. So negative times negative, that's positive 3. 3 times 3, that's 9. 4 times 2 is 8. So negative 4 times 2 is negative 8 times negative 1. That's positive 8. All over 2 times 2, that is 4, equals 3 plus and minus. 9 plus 8 is 17 all over. So the roots for this equation is an irrational root, 3 plus and minus square root of 17 all over 4. Let's have the fifth example, or the fifth exercise. So we have to get first again the LCM. The LCM for this is x times x plus 2. So we multiply our whole equation by your x times x plus 2. Next, so you're going to do it step by step. We start with your 3 over x. So x times x plus 2 multiplied to your 3 over x. So the next term, x times x plus 2 multiplied to 4 over x plus 2 equals 1 times our x times x plus 2. First term, so we are going to simply cancel the x, then multiply this 3 to x and 2. So we're going to have 3x plus 6. So 3 times x, 3x. 3 times 2 is 6. Plus, cancel the x plus 2. So then 4 times x, that is 4x. Equals 1 times x is x. So x times x, that is simply x squared. X times 2, that is 2x. So number fractions, we're just simply going to transpose all these terms to the right side, since our positive x squared is on the left side, or the right side. So x squared plus 2x minus 3x minus 4x, then minus 6 equals 0. So to combine the like terms, 2 minus 3 is negative 1, minus 4 is negative 5, minus 6 equals 0. So that is already our quadratic equation. So we need to factor x and then x. So factor of 6, that when you subtract, the result is 5. So that is 6 times 1. So negative 6, positive 1. So by 0 product property, x minus 6 equals 0, and x plus 1 equals 0. So the two roots are x equals 6 and x equals negative 1. So the roots of 3 over x plus 4 over x plus 2 equals 1 are 6 and negative 1. So that's all for this video. Thank you and God bless.